Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Let's jump back into chapter 13. Genesis 13, Abram and Lot. So Abram went up from Egypt to the Negev, he and his wife and all that belonged to them, and Lot with him. Now Abram was very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold. He went on his journey from the Negev as far as Bethel, to the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai, to a place of the altar which he had made there formerly. And there Abram called on the name of the Lord. Now Lot, who went with Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents, and the land could not sustain them while they're dwelling together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to remain together. And there was strife between the herdsmen of Abram's flock and the herdsmen of Lot's livestock. Now the Canaanite and the Perizzite were dwelling then in the land. So Abram said to Lot, "Please let there be no strife between you and me, nor between my herdsmen and your herdsmen, for we are brothers. Is not the whole land before you? Please separate from me. If to the left, then I will go to the right, or if to the right, then I will go to the left." Lot lifted up his eyes and saw all the valley of the Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere. That was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as you go to Zoar. So Lot chose for himself all the valley of Jordan, and Lot journeyed eastward. Thus they separated from each other. Abram settled in the land of Canaan, while Lot settled in the cities of the valley and moved his tents as far as Sodom. Now the men of Sodom were wicked exceedingly and sinners against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram after Lot had separated from him, "Now lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward and eastward and westward. For all the land which you see, I will give it to you and to your descendants forever. I will make your descendants as the dust of the earth, so that if anyone can number the dust of the earth, then your descendants can also be numbered. Arise, walk about the land through its length and breadth, for I will give it to you." Then Abram moved his tent and came and dwelt by the oaks of Mamre, which were in Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord. And this concludes Genesis chapter 13. Okay, let's go inside the text. There's a couple of spots here that I want us to notice that they have when in reference to this. He had mentioned future, because this was in past tense, remember, before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. When Moses was writing, 700 years after Abram had came to Canaan, the devastation of that region had long before occurred by divinely initiated catastrophe, totally obliterating any evidence of its architectural riches. Like the garden of the Lord, like Egypt, this is twofold appraisal of the Jordan Valley, with its meadows on either side of the river, in which Lot was so strongly attracted, highlighted its lush and fertile nature. Moses, reading this to the Jews about to enter Canaan, and likely liking it to the Garden of Eden, referred hearer and reader to God's revelatory description of it, liking it to an obviously well-known and well-irrigated region of Egypt, referred to them as the place. So in this description, as Moses is reading this to them, they're going to be able to, they've got a point of reference from what they had seen in Egypt, because these people had never seen the promised land, giving them a description of how things were And it would basically, they would have a point of reference for that. He speaks of, later on, speaking of Sodom, the men of Sodom were wicked exceedingly. Lot's decisions to move where he did put him in dangerous proximity to those cities whose name would become a byword for perversion and unbridled wickedness. The evils of Sodom and Gomorrah are basically the theme of chapter 19. So that's some of the stuff from the inside of Genesis chapter 13. I hope to see you back for Genesis chapter 14.